Quechua Indians in the town of Tarabuco like to contemplate the Bolivian town's main attraction, the statue of a legendary Quechua warrior holding a heart that he's just ripped out from the chest of a Spanish soldier, an event said to have occurred in 1816. Today, that warrior's descendants, wearing the same ponchos, still struggle to hold their heads high. 65% of Bolivians are native Indians, the majority impoverished peasants who own little or no land of their own, like this family that grows potatoes to survive. Descendants of Europeans and mestizos, or people of mixed blood, still own most of the fertile land and industries and make up the privileged class, as they have since colonial times.
Here the mestizo feels superior to the Aymara and Quechua Indians. To eradicate racism, you have to change people's attitudes. You can't legislate that, you can educate, and that's where the discrimination begins.
350 Quechua Indian children attend this school in Paredón, a rural community in Sucre. Here they're taught to speak, read and write in Spanish, which most of their parents cannot do. But they too are being shortchanged. This classroom is full right now because the harvest season is over. But once it starts again, many of these children will be taken away by their parents to go work in the fields in other parts of Bolivia, such as Santa Cruz, where the land is owned by the descendants of Europeans. Students can only attend until their early teens. So to finish school, they must go to the provincial capital, Sucre. And that's when they learn that they're different.
They don't let them into the schools because they're peasants, Quechuas. The mestizos discriminate against us and even against other Indians who wear Western clothes so they can feel superior.
Rosa Apasa, an Aymara Indian, wears her pollera, or multiple petticoat skirt, proudly, along with a bowler hat and long braids, characteristic of Aymara Indian women from La Paz.
Before, when a peasant would walk into an office, they'd say, "What are you doing here, you Indian? You smell like a llama." A woman dressed in a pollera was discriminated against. Now we go right into the presidential palace. Our president is an Aymara. It shows we are not ignorant or inferior. Things are changing.
Some think not for the better. Charges that indigenous President Evo Morales is discriminating against non-Indians has fueled resentment, and Bolivia's autonomy movement in wealthier regions dominated by mestizos. But here in the highlands, change can't come fast enough for those still waiting for the playing field to be leveled. Lucia, Newman, Al Jazeera, Paredón, Bolivia.